Hello viewers and welcome back to our channel. Hope you all had a great new year. As we step into 2021, let's take a quick glance at 2020. Let's talk about human rights violation in India in 2020. The latest edition of the Democracy Index for India is in its worst position ever since the emergency of 70s. The world's largest democracy slipped 10 places down in the 2019 global ranking to the 51st place. A survey done by The Hindu, which was published on January 22, 2020, attributes the primary cause of the democratic regression to an erosion of civil liberties in the country. Let us look at some of the news related to human rights violation in the country in the year 2020. A lot of domestic violence cases have come forward in this past 1 year. 28th April, in Vadodara, a man beats wife after losing to her in online Ludo, injures spine. 3rd May, Kirti Kaushal was murdered for dowry. The accused Vipin Kumar, Neeti and Rudrakshar still not arrested by Sambal police. 28th September, Madhya Pradesh Director General of Police Purushottam Sharma has been caught on camera beating his wife. The incident reportedly took place after Purushottam Sharma's wife found out about his alleged extramarital affair. 4th October, a 17-year-old was found dead in the house where she had been working for a week as a domestic help. While the police has said she died by suicide, her family has alleged rape and murder by her employer. 15th October, in Haryana, a woman locked in toilet by husband for over a year was rescued. The officials who rescued the woman said she was lying in an unhygienic condition inside a small toilet. Kerala police receive over 2,800 complaints of domestic violence during lockdown. Problems due to lockdown. 24th March, coronavirus lockdown imposed all over the country. 25th March, mass movement by migrants, large-scale movement of the migrant labourers as they head for their homes in rural areas. Migrant workers made to walk over 300 miles to get back to their villages amidst a lockdown. Migrant workers starving to death as a result of the lockdown. 29th of April, 1,000 confirmed deaths recorded due to coronavirus cases in India. 30th April, 57 migrants in Mumbai on way to hometowns on bicycles booked for lockdown violation. The police also registered a case against 3 shop owners who sold bicycles to these migrants during the lockdown. 1st May, migrant workers continue to be marginalized, no way to reach home, they are walking 1,000s of miles to go home. 20th May, the migrant crisis hit its peak in May 2020 when videos surfaced where a 2-year-old was seen playing around his dead mother. Another video where a mother was dragging a suitcase with a child lying on it. And yet another video of a 13-year-old girl cycling and carrying her father 1,000s of kilometers. As on May 28th, 238 migrant workers had died while trying to reach their homes. As on 31st May, India records 5,000 deaths due to coronavirus. 1st June, India became the 7th most infected country. 11th June, India surpassed the UK to become the 4th worst hit nation. NCRT says that over 80% of students depend on mobiles for learning. With remote learning moving into the long term, experts say the mental, emotional and academic impacts of that shift are likely to be challenging. Freedom of speech and expression. 9th January, Muslim boys arrested, raped in custody by the UP police on the pretext of CAA. 10th January, CAA was implemented. Protesting students in Aligarh Muslim University, Delhi University, Jamia Millia Islamia and Jawaharlal Nehru University face violence at the hands of state police and political goons over CAA. Shaheen Bagh protest by women takes a center stage as a protest led by women against government's communal agendas. Government threw chemical gas at the protesters in Delhi. 10th April, Safura Zargar, 27 years old, was 3 months pregnant when she was arrested on conspiracy charges over the riots that broke out in February 2020 during protests against the Citizenship Amendment Act. 23rd May, Pinjra Tod activist arrested. Natasha Narwal was booked under the Draconian Unlawful Activities Prevention Act. She is charged with FIR 59/2020, which is the same that has been used against the other student activists like Safura Zargar, Asif Tanha, Sharjeel Imam, who are facing charges under sections 13, 16, 17 and 18 of the UAPA. 6 June, Devangana Kalita, Pinjra Tod activist arrested under UAPA in connection with anti-CAA and NRC protests. 12th October, Parliament passes the draconian farm laws. Massive protests in Goa against making a state a coal hub. Residents of Goa gathered in thousands to protest against Adani project, claiming that it will erase large chunks of forest land. 26 November, farmers across North India give call for nationwide protests against the new farm bills. Dilli Chalo is the slogan. 2nd December, government uses water cannons on the protesting farmers and they are lathi charged. 6th December, contempt petition filed in Supreme Court against Sanitary Panel's cartoonist Rachita Taneja as Taneja's viral comic strips attacked the institution of judiciary. 25th August, Sharjeel Imam arrested for Delhi riots. 13th September, former JNU student Umar Khalid arrested under the Unlawful Activities Prevention Act in connection with February riots in Delhi. 29 September, after addressing several crucial human rights violations amid growing hostility and the government's clampdown on civil liberties, Amnesty International India decided to shut its operation in the country. 17th November, Telugu writer Varavara Rao arrested again by Pune cops for alleged plot to kill PM Modi. 24th November, Yogi government approves Love Jihad ordinance with 3 to 10 years of jail term, Rs 50,000 penalty. The Prohibition of Unlawful Conversion Bill 2020 provides that interfaith couples who want to get married will need to inform district magistrates 2 months in advance. A lot of cases of gruesome violence against women came forward in the year 2020. 13th January, girl in Gujarat raped and killed, hanged on a tree. 6th February, Gargi College invaded by unruly men, no action taken by the college administration and cops. 15th February, Gujarat College girls forced stripped to check menstruation. 68 were paraded through the college into the restroom and forced to individually remove undergarments to prove that they were not menstruating. 15th February, MBA girl from Meerut kidnapped and gang raped near Siana, Bulandshahr. 30th April, honor killing, girls strangulated, burnt and buried in Pali, Jodhpur, Rajasthan. Dalit girl repeatedly raped in Chitrakoot village. The 16-year-old girl has alleged that the man had raped her a month back after giving some intoxicants, had been blackmailing and raping her. 2nd May, Betul girl gang raped by 7 youths, her cousin thrown into well, Madhya Pradesh. 6th May, boys' locker room, Delhi teens chat on gang raping girls leaked, culprits identified. Dalit girl raped by ex-military man, cops refused to take any action. 2nd June, 4-year-old girl raped, thrown into well in Bange, Bhopal, Madhya Pradesh. 6th June, Muzaffarnagar, 25-year-old sexually assaulted by 2 doctors in clinic. 16 July, woman in Patna, isolated in a medical ward due to coronavirus, was raped by medical staff. 28th July, 20-year-old alleges molestation by doctor in COVID ward of Noida Hospital. 16th August, 13-year-old girl raped, strangled to death in UP's Lakhimpur Kheri. 6th September, minor girl gang raped by 8 culprits in Odisha, 4 policemen among accused. 14th September, a 19-year-old Dalit woman gang raped in Hathras, Uttar Pradesh by 4 upper caste men. She succumbed to her injuries. 30th September, at 2:30 am, the police illegally and forcefully cremated the Hathras rape victim without the consent of her family. CBI begins probe into Hathras gang rape case. The 19-year-old woman died of severe assault injuries at Delhi's Safdarjung Hospital. 4th October, Madhya Pradesh gang rape victim commits suicide as cops refuse to file FIR. 13th October, acid thrown on 3 Dalit sisters at Gonda, UP while they were asleep. The 3 sisters were sleeping in their room when the attacker allegedly entered their home from the terrace and threw acid on them. 17th November, 6-year-old girl gang raped in UP's Kanpur, lungs taken out for black magic. 30th November, 8-year-old girl raped, strangled to death in Rajasthan's Pratapgarh. 3rd December, 20-year-old Vizag woman's throat slit by neighbor for rejecting his proposal. More in human rights related news. India ranked low in social mobility index. 23rd February. The whole of northeast Delhi was submerged in riots leading to bloodshed, destruction of property and attacks on Muslim community. The riots went on for 4 days. Clash between pro and anti-CAA protesters resulted into communal violence. 42 people, including a policeman and an IB personnel, were found dead. Many were injured. Shops, properties, houses were burnt and destroyed. 7th May, gas leak in Vizag. 18th May, lesbian couple commits suicide. Bisexual woman found dead after going to conversion therapy. China attacked India. 20 soldiers martyred. 19th June, the death of a father and son due to alleged custodial torture in Santakulam town near Thoothukudi in Tamil Nadu sparked rage across the state. 9th August, the Bombay High Court granted bail on strict conditions to 3 women doctors accused of abetting the suicide of Payal Tadvi, Bar and Bench reported. The 3, Hema Ahuja, Bhakti Mehere and Ankita Khendelwal, have also been accused of ragging and caste discrimination. 12th August, Palghar mob lynching case. No charge sheet filed. 28 get bail. The accused were granted bail by the court as no charge sheet was filed against them within the specified 90 days. 8 September, Riya Chakraborty arrested by NCV in drug case linked to Sushant Singh Rajput's death. 11th October, a woman Dalit Panchayat president in Kudalur, Tamil Nadu, was allegedly humiliated by the vice president who did not allow her to sit on a chair at the meeting. Like, share and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Hit the bell icon to never miss an update.